And Justin Tate favours Bernardo. He gets it down easily towards Barry O'Toole to run onto it. Chug wraps him up, gets the hands free to Bigham, and gets around right foot kick towards centre half forward. Johns kept his eye on it, but couldn't take the mark. Kennedy against Rickett. Handball by Dixon was good to Johns, who followed it up. Goes out wide to Calvert, takes the mark on centre wing. Chips the ball over the top to Wallace. Handballs it back to Johns, going to be under pressure now. Handballs it back to Calvert, still on centre wing. Goes with a right foot kick off the side of the boot. Might be okay though. Morley takes the mark. So Justin Morley, the middle of the ground, going towards the northern end in the third term Werribee Centrals. He plays on, gets a Shepherd, goes with a left foot kick long towards half forward. Getting Buck easy, got rid of Ruck and took the mark. We'll shoot for goal from 40 metres out directly in front.
There was just a little hole for him to run into, Laurie, and I would have thought a defender with any sort of brains would have stood their ground, but he just found the bit of a hole, ran into it and took an easy chest mark.
Yeah, doing little things there. Was a little block from Bernardo, I think it was allowed him to run around and get a decent kick into Buck, and found him beautiful. He should kick this.
So Heath Buck comes in, 40 metres out, right foot kick, brings it back around, missed. Through 4-1 behind. So they go to 14-3, 87 Werribee Centrals, Corio 2-3-15. And that is on the Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, a minute and a half played.
A Gaylard for Corio kicks in wide to the outer side. Mark paid to Matty King. In fact, Jason Tate, who's taken the mark out wide there. He seemed to be struggling a moment ago. He's got a heavy bandage on one leg, and there was a long kick, however, and Mark dropped on centre wing for Corio over the boundary line once again. Almost 2 minutes gone in this third quarter. I just sense, Laurie, the intensity really has gone out of the game in the first 2 minutes of this quarter.
It seems to be. I hope it doesn't do that, Eric, because there's a long way to go yet.
So the ball thrown in centre wing. Bernardo in front, gets the tap for Werribee. Nice little tap forward to Carson. On the left foot, lovely kick, and the lead has come. Oh, Matt McNamara, look out, you get 50 as Gillum took the mark, pushed in the back afterwards, goes back to full forward. Oh, Fitzpatrick, magnificent mark, and I tell you what, he's absolutely having a day out today, Lytton Fitzpatrick, and absolutely justified his re-inclusion last week into this team, and I tell you what, he's kicked 4. The man on the mark is 35 metres out, directly in front, and Fitzpatrick, who's taken some very, very strong marks up forward, moves in. Good approach. Lovely kick straight over the goal umpire's head. That's goal number 5 for Fitzpatrick, and the 15th for the Werribee Central side. 15-3-93. They lead Corio 2-3-15. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Only 3 minutes gone.
Their marking around the ground today has been sensational, haven't they? They've been in the front spot and held their ground and put their arms up, and they're just a little bit, with their body strength, a little bit bigger than Corio, and that certainly helps on a day like today.
And certainly I think they're justifying the extra run last week, Laurie. They're really running on today.
They're doing little 1%ers too, Eric, which you tend to do when you're playing well. You know, you tend to block and shepherd for players and support.
So back to the middle for Bernardo and Tate. The umpire throws the ball in the air. Tate gets it down. Coming off the wing though, Beck. Handball's out, looking for Kennedy to run onto it. Doesn't sit for him though. Clifford bears down on him, keeps the pressure on close to the boundary line. Kennedy picks it up in the end and gets a kick around the corner. It's okay too, and finds Brendan Chug. Still on centre wing on the outer side. Goes with a kick back towards the middle. Off the boot, terrible. Cornwall might sit okay for Wallace though. Oh, great pick up and got away. Handball to Beck. Had it and lost it. Then rides the bump, then drops the footy. McNamara, Ashley over it. Carson tries to ride the tackle as well. The umpire says held to him. We'll have the ball up just inside the centre square at centre half forward.
Their ability, Laurie, to put the head down over the footy and grab it, Werribee, that's the difference today.
Yes, it's been very good. They've worked hard around the packs.
So ball up. Bernardo gets it down, but Corey Collins takes a bounce, backs himself, takes 2 bounces, goes to centre wing, takes 3 bounces, keeps going, goes with the right foot kick now, Rivet in front, should be able to take the chest mark and does, and will shoot for goal from 45 metres out. And just a slight angle, he's kicked 1 goal 2 this afternoon, Chad Rivet. Let's see if he can do what Linton Fitzpatrick's done at the other end and kick a quick goal on the third term. Terrible kick
good.
off the boot. So still in play, about 20 metres out from goal. Coming through Potter, Manning, picked it up, then got wrapped up by 3 Werribee players. At the bottom, Potter, got it away, handball over the top towards Johns, coming at him Collins. Does well Johns to keep it in front of him, Morley in support as well. Tries to pick it up and tries to tap it back. He's under pressure now, and the umpire says held to him.
Is that MCG? I think he would have been pink.
I reckon Rivet, the ankle that's crooked is his right ankle. He can't run, he can't jog, and obviously can't kick because of it, and that's a bit of a tragedy for them. I just noticed after he kicked that ball,
that was a poor kick for a big man.
Yeah, he's really struggling.
So a ball up, right half forward flank for Corio. Clifford over the top of Bernardo. Bernardo got it on. Ashley McNamara thumped it 30 metres. Might sit for Collins and Lewis. It sits in the end for Bernardo. Adrian gets a kick around the corner. Potter takes the mark and or out of bounds on the full. He's taken the mark. Now he puts it back towards the hot spot. Ricketts there, Rivet comes out, can't take the mark though. Bernardo got it towards Thwaites Jared, got the kick away, only as far as Ricky Bigham at 50. Kick back towards Barry O'Toole, who can't take the mark. Under pressure, Thwaites through the middle, Calvert. Over the shoulder, said the umpire.
Adrian Bernardo's down there injured.
So the ball will come back to Simon Calvert. Goes laterally, finds David Kennedy in the left back pocket. He chips the ball over the top. The lead's on from Wallace. And there's a bit of a balancing act and takes the mark. Gives it back to Kennedy. He chips the ball further afield towards Mark Bernardo. Does well, Barney. Takes the mark at half back. Handballs it away. No, he doesn't. Has to come back.
It's against him, I think.
No.
Sorry.
Just giving him a warning, I think. So Bernardo, half back flank, goes towards centre wing. Lewis to fill the hole, does well. Takes a good mark overhead. Play on the call now. Gets it around the corner to Manning. Takes the mark. Can chip it to Jed Potter. It hits Cornwall on the back of the head as he runs past. And that typifies the day for Corio. Calvert gets it the other end and goes towards Foley. He tries to tap it on beautifully to Ross Stuka. 45 metres out. Left foot kick. Goes towards goal and has missed. Through for one behind.
Great play, Warren Foley.
And they go to 15-4-94 Werribee Centrals, and they lead Corio 2-3-15. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes played.
Kick in taken quickly there by Gaillard to Collins. His kick has found Bigham on halfback, just forward of halfback. So Ricky Bigham there for Corio, as Bernardo has come off the ground, Adrian. Bigham takes a long time. Oh, terrible kick. It's an underground pass. Manning ran onto it, picked it up, handball over the top to Lindsay. He's under pressure and, well, the Werribee players are continually putting Corio under pressure as Clifford runs onto the footy. Handball to Barry O'Toole. Barry O'Toole back inboard to Jed Potter. Potter, a lot of time, gets a handball out to Barry O'Toole, picks it up and heads goalwards and has missed. Bit better play for Corio on that occasion, but no result. 2-4-16 Corio. They trail Werribee Centrals 15-4-94. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 8.5 minutes gone.
So Kennedy kicks in to himself on this occasion, then chips the ball towards Montgomery just on the ground for Adrian Bernardo. Takes the mark, goes to the right foot, wobbly kick out towards centre wing position. Might be okay. Calvert gets it away by hand to Mark Bernardo. Off a step, gets it wide. Chug takes the mark. Still on centre wing position out of side. Then he chips the ball over the top. Lead on is okay. And Ross Stuka takes the mark. Called to play on now because he went around on his on the mark. Left foot kick high towards centre half forward. Bark! Great mark. Under extreme pressure from Danny Ruck.
He does that,
took a great
he
mark.
does that quite often, doesn't he? He uses his balance, keeps his eye on the footy and uses his strength as well. And that's not the first time I've seen him take a mark like that.
So Heath Buck.
But I think he's a little bit concussed because he can't kick straight.
Well, he's only kicked one goal, one.
Yeah, but he missed one he should have got before.
So Heath Buck will shoot from close to 50. Out from goal, northern end, side angle. With the A to B breeze, he comes in. And he's pushed it wide. Gillum at the back, punched away. And in fact, is it out of bounds or one behind? It's through for one behind. Two Werribee Centrals. They go the 15-5-95. They lead Corio 2-4-16. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
So, waiting the football now to come back to Sty Gaillard. Decides to kick to the outer side. Has gone long. Land outside 50. The lead out there from Tate. And, well, he was went to the ground. How, I'm not too sure, but the ball was untouched, so it's a free kick to Mark Bernardo. And, oh, look, all too easy on that occasion, as Linton Fitzpatrick not all that comfortable with the attention Cy Gallard gave him. But he's taken the mark. The man on the mark is inside 50, and Linton Fitzpatrick is, well, he'll kick from the boundary line almost, and I guess we saw at the other end in the last quarter what sort of a kick for goal he is. So Linton Fitzpatrick has 5 and moves in. Distance not really a problem, and it's a lovely looking kick. It's across the face of goal, however, and touched in the field of play. So the ball stayed in. Warren Foley toe poked it forward to Jason Festuca. Jason Festuca towards the goals, but the ball taken there for Corio by Nevada Cornwall. Last line of defence, almost in the goal square. Not too sure where to go. Chips it short. Has got player loose out there. It's Collins. Handball over the top to Gaylard. He gets a shepherd by Ruck. Gaylard now back into the corridor. Matt McNamara takes the mark. It's almost slow motions. A handball to Lindsay. Over the top to Lewis. Oh, he's in real trouble. He's got 3 descending on him. Lindsay gets a handball back. Cornwall. Another handball to Lewis. They're trying to work the ball up the ground. Corio. Ricky Bigham. Gee, it's a terrible kick, and well, tailor-made for Morley there. In amongst the Corio, some of the Corio players. Not a lot of effort there, I'm afraid, as the ball goes towards Chris Gillam on half-forward flank. Attacks the footy. Comes round on the right foot. Back towards the corridor. He's got Ross Festuca. Matt King does well to affect the spoil. Goes to Gaylard, and Gaylard has found Matt McNamara on half-back flank. But they're going round in circles at the moment, Corio. Ball back into the corridor. And, oh, that's a great chest mark to Roland Beck, just slightly ahead of his opponent. Whoops. Handball to Chug. Hit him in the middle of the back almost. He picks it up. Handball to Carson. Carson now out towards the forward pocket. Buck, almost another great mark. But Danny Ruck kicks the ball off the ground. Has found Collins. Handball to Bigham. Bigham inboard to Gaylard. They're really doing it in slow motion, Corio. Handball to Tate. Tate now, another handball to Ashley McNamara. They've got the ball to centre wing, Corio. There's finally a kick. Finds Simon Rickett on centre wing outer side. That's a longer kick towards Barry O'Toole and takes the mark at 55. Kicks the ball back into the corridor. That's a good looking kick. Jed Potter in good position. Takes, oh, magnificent mark, Jed Potter. Under real duress from a couple of Werribee Central's defenders. And 35 metres out. 45-degree angle. Jed Potter, the opportunity to kick a much-needed goal is probably an understatement, because they've only kicked 2 for the game, Corio.
And a goal kicker as well, so you ought to have no trouble with this one.
Moves in. Not a bad-looking kick off the boot.
He likes it.
And I think he might have got one, Jed Potter, and much-needed goal for Corio. That's their third. 3-4-22, but they trail Werribee Centrals 15-5-95. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard. 13.5 minutes gone. And it was just like it was so much effort, Laurie, wasn't it, to get the ball down there? And
yeah, well, they worked it around, I suppose, nicely. They chipped it around there. They just overused the footy a little bit, but they got it out to where they wanted to. I suppose they've been turning it over that much. I've got to try something, Eric, and that was a great mark from the young boy in the pack there, and finish off with a goal. Well rewarded.
Back to the middle. Tate and Bernardo. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Bernardo gets it down. Wallace rides a bump, gets it to Jason Festuca. Off a step, left foot kick to a vacant centre half forward position. Ross Festuca comes out. Matthew King, though, reads it the better. Under pressure from Gillam. Gets the kick away, but only as far as Corey Wallace takes the mark. In the middle of the ground. Lazarick just holding on to him, making sure he doesn't play on. He goes laterally to Kennedy on centre wing. Takes the mark. Well, did have the mark and then lost it. Oh, the umpire said play on. Oh, he's mucked it up again. Handball back towards Beck. That's the umpire, that is. Coming back towards Morley. He's under pressure. Rickett, kick off the ground towards the umpire. He should take the mark. He might do that better. Manning gets it away to McNamara through the middle. Ashley gets a right foot kick towards the half-forward flank. Bernardo, mark, takes the mark. And will relieve the pressure for Werribee. Goes with a right foot kick out wide. The lead on from Wallace. Can't take the mark under pressure from McNamara. Matthew breaks the tackle. Handball towards Collins. Coming the other way. Calvert thought about the handball. Oh, broke free. Did nicely. Got it to Carson. Goes to the left foot. The lead's on from Fitzpatrick. A bit wide for him. Won't sit up, and he might have kicked it out of bounds on the full as well. And it will be a free kick to Cy Gaylard. Wants to play on quickly. Back towards centre half back. Oh, dangerous, but okay in the end. Lazarick took the mark. Played on quickly. Gave it to Potter, who wasn't ready for it. Handball back to Lindsay at centre half back. Oh, high kick. Set the task for Clifford. Has to sit and wait. Does. Takes the mark. Got Lindsay running past. The Alexo just hold it up. Now he should go over the top. He does. He chips it to Lindsay, who can run. Had to sit and wait for the footy a bit though, but can run it half forward. Left foot kick long towards Rivet. Good play, Jared Thwaites to tap it away. O'Toole across the front of the pack. Now coming in numbers were Thwaites and also Dixon, but Barry O'Toole's got it. Oh, he's got Manning, but he couldn't get him the football. The umpire said play on the call. Now the ball still at 50. Corio into attack. Over the back, Rivet. Now, he tried to kick it off the ground, couldn't do so. Dixon put his head over the footy, tried to get it away to Morley, does so. Off a step, kick around the corner was smothered. Coming back to it, ball it up, umpire, for God's sake.
He's going to pay for a kick. You are kidding.
He's paid holding the ball against Werribee. And
no one had hold of him. He was just laying on the footy. No one had hold of him.
Will be Shane Manning with the free kick. 50 metres out for goal for Corio. Goes with the right foot kick long towards Tate over the back. Got the sit. Oh, in front. Jason Festuca has taken the mark. Goes towards Paul Carson. They're doing the double act now, these two. He goes with a kick. Along the line, it's okay. Justin Johns has taken the mark, chips the ball over the top as well. Has to sit and wait with his teammate Chug. Went the other way, did well, picked it up and ran free on centre wing. Out of side, goes with the right foot kick long towards centre half forward. Gillum has to make a bit of ground, can't get there. Lewis coming the other way, Fitzpatrick. Cry with the numbers if they can get it free. Gillum, McNamara against him. Gaylard in there as well. Gaylard through the middle, tried to get the handball away. McNamara can. Gets a tumbling punt, but only as far as Kelvin at half forward. He's got Fitzpatrick in the pocket. He spotted him, but Collins might be able to chop it off. It won't hit either. And it will be out of bounds for a throw-in 35 metres around from the Werribee goal. They lead 15-5-95. Corio 3-4-22. We've been playing 17 minutes, third term.
I think the coach had a bit to say there, Laurie. He was in the corridor screaming for it, and the lead came from Fitzpatrick to the pocket. So
yeah, I think it was a bit wide. The kick wasn't so good from Calvert there either, and Fitzpatrick might have made it in the first quarter, Eric.
From the throw-in, ball to the back of the pack, picked up for Corio by Collins, has two bounces. He's had a few bounces this quarter. Decides to go back down the line to Shane Manning. Can't take the mark on centre with Calvert. Well, umpire said pushed, and Simon Calvert for Werribee Centrals will take the free kick on centre wing. So Calvert now just chips it short. The lead from Jason Festuca. He's taken the mark, held up there by Tate. Now called back on the mark by the umpire. So Jason Festuca just forward of centre wing, western side, decides to go long. It is a long kick right to full forward. Fitzpatrick comes out in the back, knows the umpire. Foley front and square once again. Handball has come to Chug. He's dispossessed. Now Lewis does well for Corio. He's got a couple of players to support him there. Has one bounce, has a second bounce. He's run to half back. Has Danny Ruck running ahead of him now. Well, that was interesting. Danny Ruck right over the top of Corey Wallace to kick the centre wing. Umpire, well, he didn't pay advantage. And the free kick was paid to Stephen Rickett on centre wing outer side. High tackle, said the umpire. So Rickett now kicks it long towards half forward for Corio. Numbers with Werribee Centrals back there. Has picked up by Dixon right across the ground there. Calvert leads in the race for the footy and does well. Just tried to kick it off the ground, missed the footy, comes back on it, does well, picks it up, and Collins does well. Puts some effect on the footy. Gillum can't take the mark at half forward. Oh, Foley roving the crumbs, picks it up, hooks it towards full forward. The lead's coming. Fitzpatrick. And just hands far too strong. And, well...
And 50.
Umpire Chaston wasn't comfortable with the effort there from Cy Gaylard. 50-minute penalty. Will he go off? I think it's a standard rule for Corio. But Fitzpatrick just saunters in and has kicked goal number 6 for the Werribee Central side. 16 goals, 501 Werribee Centrals, 3-4-22 Corio. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 19.5 minutes gone.
Simon Calvert off. He's had 6 quicks this quarter, a lot of the footy.
Just running for that ball in, Laurie. He did appear tired. I reckon the player management for Werribee Central's been much better this week.
Well, Eric, it's certainly easy to manage your players when you're as far in front.
I guess,
You can take anybody off and probably warrant it while you do it and give them the spell. So it's good coaching and it's going to make the boys fresher.
And I wonder what's happened to team rules at Corio. Gaylord gave the 50 away and still on the ground.
Back to the middle. Wallace in the pack after the ruck contest. Spills free to Jason Verstuka. Left foot kick around the corner towards Foley at half forward. Went one-handed. Can't pick it up like that. Lindsay. Left foot kick. Short to Bingham's okay. Takes the mark on centre wing. Clifford at centre half forward calls for it. He goes short to Cullen. In the middle. Gets it. Now he goes towards Clifford. That's better. Takes the mark. Goes with the left foot kick outboard to Tate. 50 metres and closing on goal. Should be able to get around on the left and does. And kicks the goal. So good play, Justin Tate, to follow it down. And has put it through for his first. A quick reply for Corio. They go to 4-4-28. Werribee 16-5, 101. And that is on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 21 minutes played.
That was their best passage to play for the game, Laurie.
Yes,
Corio.
it certainly was.
But it's all catch-up, isn't it, now? It's the game's over and I suppose Corio now probably playing for a bit of pride, if nothing else.
Well, I think it's important at this point in time, Eric, for Werribee to rotate their players because some of them out there are looking a little bit tired.
So the ball back in the middle, umpire Chaston puts it high in the air. Tate gets the tap down, Wallace runs onto it with strength. Clears the ball to half forward once again. Nice long kick over the head there of Buck coming out strongly as Gaylord kicks it off the ground as it landed in the field of play. It has just. Boundary umpire signals he will throw it in. So the ball on the where the 50-metre line meets the boundary. 50 metres from the Werribee Central's goal, kicking to the northern end in this third quarter. 21 and a half minutes gone as Rickett to do the ruck work with Ross Verstuka. Neither ruckman get touch on the footy. Ricky Bigham comes out of the pack with it, kicks it only as far as Carson. Oh, he's got Wallace on his own at centre half forward. Off a step, kicks it long to full forward. Off. Fitzpatrick has got clear of his marker there, Gaylord, and takes. That's the easiest mark he's taken for the day. And haven't had a tally of how many marks he's taken. Laurie, he's kicked 6 goals. I reckon he's taken 8 marks.
Yeah, I haven't done those stats, but
Come on, Loz.
he's had a fair bit of the footy.
He's having a birthday. Has already kicked 6. Moves in. Man the mark, 30 metres from goal, 45-degree angle. And Fitzpatrick has kicked goal number 7. So great grand final for him. It's the 17th for the Werribee Central side, 17-5, 107. They lead Corio 4-4-28. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 22 and a half minutes. Heath Buck coming off again. I don't think there's anything wrong with him this time, is there?
Just to be replaced by Luke Luddick. Potter off the ground also for Corio. Kane Hayes coming on to have a run.
I can't understand why he's been on the ground a little bit more, Hayes, because I thought he had a good quarter there just before half time, and he's got plenty of run in his legs. He's a running type player, and they need that all that out there.
Back to the middle. Renato gets it down to Jason Verstuka. Left foot kick again from the middle towards centre half forward. Luddick to run on it just on the ground. Sits for him. Taps it on beautifully to Gillum. You've got a game next week. Oh, there's no game. Goes back towards Ross Verstuka. Kick around the corner. Goal! Ross Verstuka. Party tricks at the forward line for Werribee Centrals. His first, the 18th for Werribee Centrals. And they go to 18 goals, 5, 113. They lead Corio. 4-4-28, Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
And Luke Luddick had a huge hand in that goal, Laurie. Just an experienced tap forward, wasn't it?
Yeah, great work, great awareness, just pushed it out into the path of the players, and I thought the coach was going to kick one, actually.
It's Jason Verstuka's stats this quarter, Laurie.
He's had 2, 4, 6 kicks this quarter. He's had 20 kicks for the game.
Has had a fair game for a Whitley medalist. So the ball back in the middle, umpire Bushfield. 24 minutes gone, third quarter. High in the air, the ball. Tate gets the tap down for Verstuka again, crashes through.
That's I
think he tried to bounce the ball while somebody had his jumper, and the umpires pinged him. Holding the ball as great tackle there by Ashley McNamara. So free kick to Corio. McNamara now, just backward of centre, kicks it high. Just got the covered the 50-metre square. Rivet can't take the mark off the pack. Werribee Central's at the drop of the footy, but umpire says they're not going anywhere. Puts a whistle on play. About 10 metres forward of the centre circle for Corio, kicking to the southern end. As the umpire will now put the ball in the air once again. Tate and, well, both ruckmen went to ground almost, but Adrian Bernardo gets it to Wallace, who got a bit of a knock on the leg as he kicked that, but the ball is very, very wide to centre wing. A foot race on Johns for Werribee. Handball backwards and found O'Malley. O'Malley goes, kicks it long towards the half-forward line.
Luddick.
Luke Luddick. Oh, he's just got away there. Now he goes on the left foot. Luddick plays on quickly. Oh, great defensive work, Danny Ruck. And the turnover goes to Lewis. The ball kicked towards the centre of the ground. And Johns, too tall for Hayes, takes the mark over his head, runs around, using the umpire for a shepherd. The mark taken, well,
Fitzpatrick, he's too far out this time.
I think he might be. Fitzpatrick's taken another mark. He's 70 metres from goal. Decides to have a go with a big barrel. It's gone left, and great mark, Lewis. So Sean Lewis in the back pocket goes across the face of goal. Mark taken by Lindsay. He goes down the corridor at Wallace. Reads it well, takes the mark, plays on the left foot quickly, looking for Chris Gillum, can't take the mark, he must be, picked up by Jason Festuca on the favoured left foot, hooks it back, he's hooked it too far, and has missed. So they're the ones he usually gets, Jason Festuca, but he's missed that one. So that's, what's that, 1-1 for him. 18 goals, 6, 108. Werribee Central's 4-4, 28 Corio. Leicester win them third quarter scoreboard, 26.5 minutes gone.
Kick in by Gaylard, great mark in the middle of the pack. And half forward by Ross Festuca.
He's had a good game, Ross Festuca as well, like they always.
Well, he's playing.
Corey Wallace had a good quarter this quarter as well.
How many kicks he had?
He's had 7.
How many has he had for the game?
19.
So Ross Festuca comes in 50 metres out from goal. Left foot kick, gives it a ride with the breeze. It comes back. Good kick.
It's home.
Ross Festuca has put it through for his second.
2 in 2 minutes.
In a couple of minutes. And Werribee Centrals have their 19th. They go to 19, 6, 1, 20. They lead Corio 4, 4, 28. That's on Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes played.
This is a grand final, is it? Is it what? They are playing well, though. They've, as I said, they've rotated their bench pretty well. You can notice some fresh legs in. The people were running past guys as they stand. Johns' play, he's just come on. Luke O'Malley's just come on. O'Malley, rather, has just come on as well.
So in the middle, tap down by Mark Bernardo. High tackle on Paul Carson. So a little bit of fun and games with Carson and Sean Lewis, but Carson has the free kick. Decides to go long on the right foot. Just Chris Gillum, almost a brilliant one-handed mark. Not paid, play on to the umpire. Ball in dispute there as O'Malley, he's well tackled by 2 Corio players, and the umpire puts a whistle on play. Said he had no prior opportunity. So half-forward flank for Werribee Centrals in front of the Social Club here at St Albans. 28 minutes gone, third quarter, as the umpire puts the ball in there again. Big pack of players around the footy. Ross Festuca and Tate. Tate gets the tap down for Corio. Ricky Biggin dived on it, missed it. Festuca, Ross picked it up, immediately tackled by McNamara, and the umpire puts the whistle on play again. So repeat performance from the umpire to put the ball in the air. Big pack of players again. Ross Festuca perhaps to do the ruck work, although Tate gets a tap down to Rick Lazarick. Lazarick for Corio towards the centre. In front, Manning. Ball tap forward. Clifford. Nice handball to Lewis. Lewis put down as he kicks the footy. Barry O'Toole runs hard at the footy. Rivet kicked it off the ground into the path there of Manning. Manning off the side of the boot. The ball, just touched on the line by Dave Kennedy. Behind to Corio. 4 goals, 5, 29 Corio. They trail Werribee Central's 19, 6, 1, 20. Lexers win them third quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes gone.
Kennedy plays on for fullback, kicks it in, finds Morley, defensive 50, runs away, short little chip pass, just okay to Roland Beck. And now he can pick it up, go with the right foot kick around the corner towards centre wing. In front, Chug took the mark in front of McNamara. So now Brendan Chug Right foot kick towards centre half forward. At the back, in the middle, Ross Festuca played on quickly, got the kick around the corner. Coming at it, Lindsay runs into the Festuca train, which was Jason. Got the handball away towards Gaylard and Collins. They both leave the footy behind. Ross Festuca doesn't. He played and got a free kick. So Ross Festuca has a chance to put 3 on the board in 5 minutes. He'll be kicking from 55 metres out though, so it's going to be a fair kick, but he has got the aid of the breeze. He's directly in front.
Chris Gillum's going to have a rest. Good thinking.
He could probably have a rest for the next 35 minutes, I suspect. So Ross Festuca will shoot for goal from directly in front. He comes in now. Gives it a ride. It's missed though with the breeze, and in fact hasn't quite made the distance. I think Danny Ruck has taken the mark. Chips the footy towards Matthew Cullen in the back pocket as the siren sounds for 3/4 time. And it shows Werribee Central's 19-6, 120. They lead Corio 4-5-29 in that quarter. They kicked 5 goals for Werribee Centrals, while Corio managed 2 goals too. And it's 91 points of difference at 3/4 time. The goal kickers for Werribee: 7 to Linton Fitzpatrick, 2 each to Warren Foley, Ross Festuca, Justin Johns and Luke Luddick. Singles to Heath Buck, Simon Calvert, Jason Festuca and also Corey Wallace, while for Corio, singles to Justin Tate, Shane Manning, Jed Potter and Chad Rivet. A big lead to the Centurions at 3/4 time. We'll take a break back with the final quarter action after this on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.